Hey guys, welcome to another video of stock market analysis. Today we're going to be covering Shopify. Now this stock literally 8x last year and a half to 2 years. So this is one of the hottest stock and it's also one of the most popular stock on Robinhood. So I wanted to do a deep and technical analysis on this stock. And I also want to give out a couple of analysis in terms of where you should have bought the stock back then and where you should have sold the stock. So let's just get to it. First of all, I just want to give you a couple of points about their EPS numbers. As you can see, their EPS growth is not that solid compared to other stocks that I've been showing. That's because literally EPS is earnings per share, and their share price has been going up so much. Once again, at 8x last year and a half. That's why it doesn't make it look like they've been growing as much. Also, they're probably spending a lot of their earnings into making their products better. So that may make their EPS look bad as well because it's pure earnings. However, if you actually look at their revenue numbers, you could see the revenue growth has been really solid. So one thing to keep in mind about growth stock is that these revenue numbers, which you call bottom line, matter more than these top line, which is EPS top line numbers. All right, now let's get to the technical analysis. So first of all, I mentioned to you about a couple of times about downtrend resistance line. You could see from this point, September on, we had a little bit of downtrend, and then we hit this resistance point. That could be potential buy point for high growth stocks like this because it's not going to have corrective patterns that much because it's such a hot stock. So that's a sort of a confirmation point to buy. Another confirmation point to buy is this right here. It has flat line from this point of breakout, and it's not trying to go down below that. So that's another buy point signal. And if you look at these two green candles, that gives you some signal as well as a volume here, right? That's a big green candlestick volume. So you could see you have this great, nice run up until we sort of hit coronavirus, right? So if you take a look, it hit this high point at about 600. I remember this was earnings day and they reported better than expected earnings. And then for some reason, it just dropped because a lot of people probably felt that stock was overpriced, right? And you have this sort of zigzag pattern going down, and obviously we hit March lows because of the coronavirus right here, right? So if you draw another downtrend resistance line right here, that's another buy point right there. So you have that buy point here, you run up until here, and you have this zigzag pattern down here. That's a sell point right here. And this is a sell point as well because it broke through this uptrend support line. And it had crazy amount of run, and it had this spike which had zigzag corrective pattern. So I would say these two are potential sell points. When this downtrend resistance hit this point again, that's a buy point. Also, another confirmation sign is that when this resistance point passed and you're making new high lows, that is a great sign of turnaround. So that's a buy point. And look again what happened. It has this crazy run once again from about 420 to pretty much double 840-ish. And now we're consolidating at this level right now. Now we have this small uptrend right now. I believe it's small uptrend because its stock has gone up so much. It may go up until here, but more than likely it's gonna hit double top or like lower top, and I think it's gonna more likely go down than up. Now, you can never get stock prices, right? But I believe, according to this EPS number and this revenue growth numbers, I believe this stock should have some kind of little correction. Maybe not as severe as this one, because this one was hit by coronavirus. That's why it went from 580 to what? 320. That's about half, right? So I don't see this happening, but I see some kind of smooth correction happening before it starts to bounce back up again. And you could see it's sort of making this upward move like that. Once you have this kind of move, it sort of decelerates buying, and then it sort of turns around and goes down. Now, I may be wrong on this. I'm not as confident as IQ stock, but I do believe stock market is slightly overpriced right now. So it's bound to have some kind of correction for growth stocks, especially like this one. So that's it for technical analysis for today. Thank you so much.